Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. So carrying on with the tamyiz, we are saying that the tamyiz can be from ghayr miqdar. What can it be? Ghayr miqdar. So previously, the examples that we had, if we go back previously, we had examples here where we have all these examples, liter and acre and all those kind of miqdar. So those miqdar had tamyiz. What he's saying in this sentence now is that sometimes you can have a non-miqdar, something which is not a measurement, and you still have a tamyiz for this. When does this happen? When you are stating the material something is made from. For example, وَقَدْ يَكُونُ مِنْ غَيْرِ مِقْدَارٍ. And sometimes yakunu refers back to tamyiz. Sometimes the tamyiz occurs for other than miqdar, other than measurements. Correct? So you can get a tamyiz for something which is not a measurement. For example, هَذَا خَاتَمٌ حَدِيدًا. This is a khatam, is a ring. This is a ring. Now if you want to mention what it's made of, you say hadida. This is a ring, i.e. what kind of ring is it? Metal ring. You can also use this structure. It's not too common. That's why I say later on. وَسِوَارٌ ذَهَبٌ. This is a bangle. What kind of bangle was it made of? Gold. هَذَا سِوَارٌ ذَهَبًا. So he mentions this and then straight away he says وَالْخَفْضُ فِيهِ أَكْثَرُ. However, it is more common to have what in here? Jar. To have this as a jar, meaning خَاتَمُ حَدِيدٍ سِوَارُ ذَهَبٍ is more common. So this is nothing too important. The next part is important here. وَقَدْ يَقَعُ أي التمييز. And tamyiz occurs after a jumla. Why? لِرَفْعِ الْإِبْهَامِ أَنْ نِسْبَتِهَا. To remove the link, to remove the ambiguity in the link between the fa'il and the fa'il, or the fa'il and the maf'ul. For example, طَابَ زَيْدٌ نَفْسًا, or طَابَ زَيْدٌ عِلْمًا, or طَابَ زَيْدٌ أَبًا. Now, let me give you an easy example. If I say here, this is the dua people give, زَادَكَ اللَّهُ عِلْمًا. زَادَكَ اللَّهُ عِلْمًا. May Allah increase you. What may He increase you in? The increasing is ambiguous. So what do we say here? زَادَكَ. When you say زَادَكَ Allah, what do you think straight away? In what aspect? So this ilman, so the link between the zada and the ka is what? There's an ibham in here. What is there in? Ambiguity. We can't straight away tell what is the increase going to be in. So you say this is zadakallah, may Allah increase you. And ilm is for raf il-ibham, is to remove the ambiguity. So the tamyiz can also come after a sentence. Ay taba zaydun nafsa, or taba zaydun ilma. Correct? Yes? Now we're here. It doesn't come in this book. It comes in Qatr Nada, and we've mentioned I'rab al-Quran. I'm going to mention it briefly here so you get a rough idea. And inshallah, if I get time, I'll put a link at the end of this video to the other video where we discussed this. This raf'ul ibham and nisbatiha, what it really is that it's really a style of Arabic language wherein you make the fa'il or the maf'ul bihi a tamyiz. For example, if I say, for example, طَابَ زَيْدٌ نَفْسًا. Really, this is really saying same thing as saying what? طَابَتْ نَفْسُ زَيْدٍ. طَابَتْ نَفْسُ زَيْدٍ. So this tamyiz in reality is a fa'il. But a style of language, a style of literature is to change it into a tamyiz. Do you understand? For example, another example is, you can have, it comes in the Quran, أَنَا أَكْثَرُ مِنْكَ مَالًا. I am more than you. In what aspect? In the wealth aspect. But really, you could say, this means here, Mali aktharu min malik. Mali aktharu min malik. My wealth is more than your wealth. My wealth is more than your wealth. So instead of saying ana aktharu min kamala, what can you say? But this, so this tamyiz, the tamyiz, which is there to remove ambiguity in a sentence. It is usually originally a fa'il or a maf'ul bihi changed into a tamyiz, just to create that style. And this expressed as, you say, the tamyiz is muhawwal. Hawwala yuhawwilu tahweelan, to change. The tamyiz is muhawwalan or muhawwalun anil fa'ili. The tamyiz has changed. The tamyiz has what? Changed from the fa'il. Or it was tamyizun muhawwalun anil maf'uli bihi.
So do you have to include that in the
I'rab? No, it's a meaning, so you don't have to include an i'rab. You can mention it if you want to. Do you understand? So when you have a, so for example, even here, even this example I gave before, zadakallahu ilman. Instead of saying zadakallahu ilman, what can I say? Zadallahu ilmaka. May Allah increase your knowledge. Ilmaka. Do you get it? So this raf' al-ibham and nisba is also originally a tamyiz muhawwal anil fa'il or tamyiz muhawwal anil nisba. Correct? So if you go here, look at Quran examples. Ana aktharu minka malan wa azzu nafara. So I am more than you. So we go back to the original. So we say here, in ana aktharu minka, there is an ibham, there's an ambiguity. By saying ana aktharu minka, you have a question mark left. What are you more in? So you say mala. But again, this is tamyiz of a nisba. So a tamyiz nisba, which is muhawwal. This tamyiz really muhawwal anil mubtada'i. This tamyiz was muhawwal anil mubtada'i. For example, it was really what? Mali aktharu min malik. The other tamyiz wa azzu nafara. Aziz, to be mighty, more powerful. I am azzu, I am greater than you. In which aspect? Nafar, friends and associates and companions. Wa azzu nafara. So these two are tamyiz. Why? Because in akthar and az there's an ibham, an ambiguity, which is not clear without mentioning a tamyiz. Following? Another example, وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. And once we're here, I mentioned a point that it is very, very, very common to have a tamyiz after ism tafdhil to explain the tamyiz, to explain that ism tafdhil. وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, those who believe, أَشَدُّ, they are more severe, they are more strong. What are they strong in? What are they more severe in? Ay, حُبًّا لِلَّهِ, in love of Allah. So أَشَدُّ, what does it have inside of it?
ibham.
It has ibham, ambiguity, and disclarity. If you say وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أَشَدُّ, أَشَدُّ مِنْ حَيْثُ أَيِّ شَيْء, from which aspect? So we say حُبًّا لِلَّهِ. This is tamyiz because it does what? It is rafa of the ibham. It is rafa of the ibham. Do you understand? There's a few examples of tamyiz. And the tamyiz, obviously, of numbers is very obvious. The tamyiz of numbers, ahada ashara kawkaba, those are tamyiz. Okay? But the tamyiz of nisba, you can say muhawwal, and al-mubtada, or muhawwal, and al-fa'il, and al-maf'ul. Okay? Yes? So for example, even this one, you can say, hubbul ladhina amanu ashaddu. You can say that. You following? سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك.